Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S back here with another video. Obviously, for those who don't know, February, for those who haven't seen my previous videos or who don't know generally, that February is Black History Month. So that's the reason why, if you've seen some of my videos, I talk about achievements and things like that by the Black community. So even though I don't class myself as Black, but I think as a person of colour, I love people of colour support each other's communities as well. And I've said before, like, I think that if Asian or mixed race people support the Black community, hopefully they can return the favour in the future as well. So I think, at risk of repeating myself from my previous videos, for those who haven't seen, again, because the white supremacists hate us all, I think we should support each other. So anyway, that's the reason why I try and support and celebrate achievements and successes and that sort of thing from the Black Diaspora, how you pronounce it, everything. My pronunciation isn't the best, I know. But anyway, so I'd love to create like a social enterprise if I could, possibly work with other people, possibly developed all around the world, perhaps, really, that seeks to support the global Black diaspora, there's that word again, around the world, and looks at how to help them in some of the areas which I'm going to hopefully talk about. So I'll try not to waffle, as I often say, and as ever, please do let me know. I've just remembered to ask, please do let me know what you think at the end, and I appreciate any likes and sharing of the video and support generally and that sort of thing. And in the future, if I ever monetize this video or these videos, I will donate to sort of things like helping Black startups and that sort of thing. So with that being said, I'm going to try and crack on with my list. So number one, I would love to support Black startups around the world, like 30 or even 40 Black startups in every possible country, possibly each year as well, to get off the ground, to possibly get funding, mentorship, teaching, training, and just general support. And I hope to cover this in these videos, but dare I say, it could be kind of a form of reparations to help these startups to make up some of the historical injustices like slavery and colonization and loss of land and things like that. So I think it'd be great to help Black entrepreneurs in all possible countries, and maybe have like an international sort of thing where there's sort of tax exemptions for supporting Black-owned startups. And again, like if you support 30 or maybe even the number could be 40 Black startups in all possible countries, you get a tax exemption for doing so. I mean, I haven't really thought of a percentage or whatever that could be, but again, that's just an idea to put out there and see what people can come up with, and like a fair sort of number, what a fair percentage or whatever of taxes people could be exempt from for supporting, say, 40 Black-owned businesses. I mean, maybe it could be like whatever would be financially viable for those businesses. Also, they could increase their PR. So I hope to support as many Black startups in all possible, Black-owned startups in all possible countries, or startups with at least one Black founder or something like that. Number two, I would love to support Black-owned S.M.E.s as well, small and medium-sized enterprises around the world, especially in Africa and America. But again, maybe in all possible countries. Obviously, it would be more so in countries which have more of a Black population, like Brazil, places like that. So I'd love to lobby internationally for laws that help funding for Black-owned SMEs to start and maybe even grow and build their businesses and learn to become SMEs, and then grow from SMEs, maybe even to bigger companies, and look at tax deals and exemptions which help them in many other ways as well. Number three, again, I'd love to have as many tax exemptions and freebies and general support from the worldwide community to make up for historical oppression, which again I hope to come to in more detail as I go along. Things like, especially like South Africa and South Africa's Freedom Day, where they were allowed to vote and where Black people were given more rights, at least compared to what they used to have under apartheid. So for making up for loss of liberty, perhaps there is an argument, I think even a libertarian argument, dare I say, to sort of, I don't think any of these things should be forced, but I think it could be like tax exemptions, which is actually allowing people to pay less tax, which is, sort of, in my opinion, freedom, or more freedom. But yeah, so it's just supporting Black people around the world with their software development and technology and training and support and mentorship and things like that, and offering tax exemptions. But hopefully people will do so of their own free will and increase their marketing. But if the Black community and people of colour generally support the Black community support each other, and hopefully improve relations between Black and Asian and mixed race and Native Americans and that sort of thing. And hopefully they can support each other as well, or we can support each other as a person of colour myself. And again, look at how to cut taxes, have tax breaks for the Black diaspora, look at how they can invest and get free training, free technology and support and that sort of thing. Perhaps again, companies giving those sorts of things as part of their PR. Again, they could be social enterprises, NGOs and charities supporting that sort of thing as well. Number 4, I think it'd be great to see the Black community like being united in Africa, unfortunately, and even in the African American community and Black British community and that sort of thing. There seems to be a lot of division. So I think it'd be great if they could work together. I'm a great believer. Teamwork makes the dream work. It also means that companies are more likely to want to support Black-owned startups, SMEs, and that sort of thing, because they'll see that they'll get that community is united and supports each other. So I'm sure that will mean that more companies, big companies like Microsoft or IBM, or even non-tech companies, even companies like Walmart or Target or venture capitalists, banks, and all sorts will want to invest in the Black community and startups and SMEs, because they'll see that in doing so they'll get more support. So if there was like Black people boycotting things they disagree with or think that go against them, and supporting things that support them instead, I'm sure they'll get more support. Number 5, I'd love to hear from Black people's aspirations about, like, say, what their dream careers would be, not just pushing my own ideal about what I think they should do, but also listening to them, like listening to their goals and dreams, where they could discuss together how to empower each other and what sort of aspirations they have and how to help Black people with their aspirations, whether that's working in banking or software or startups or SMEs or any other area. I know because of my alliteration, I'm picking on things that begin with S, really, because it's Sunday. Talking about successor as well and that sort of thing. Number 6, again, as a fan of Italian football, I'd love to improve relations between Italians and the Black diaspora, and I'd love to have a celebration of the top. I know Italy can be quite racist, but I'd love to have a celebration of the top Black players, the top Black soccer players or Calcio players who have played in Italy, in SERIE, or even for the youth teams, or even 1 or 2 who have played for the national team, and how migrants can be made feel more welcome, and there could be a celebration of the top Black soccer players or sports stars, especially soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. Number 7, again, as a Celtic fan, I'd love to see similar things done for Celtic. Number 8, again, I'd love to see the Black community being united, and other people of colour, again, Asian, mixed race like myself, Native American, all different types of mixed race as well, and Native American, supporting the global Black diaspora as well, including in Australasia, in America, all over the world, really, again, in these sorts of fields. Number 9, I'd love to help Black people to get more successes in and to start up their own careers in things like writing, poetry, art, support Black art and things like that, artists. And when I say artists in this case, I mean also, but basically musicians, but also I mean in this specific case, I actually meant I meant people who draw pictures, basically. So I know when you type in Google or whatever, you could artists, or on YouTube you'll see artists comes up like with musicians, but basically I wish to support both, but in this case I'm meaning art, as in people who draw pictures. And there are some great artists in Africa, and I think it'd be great to see them marketing their work and getting more support and that sort of thing. And number 10, again, I'd love to see young Black people being empowered to become investors, create their own startups, create their own SMEs, and things like that. So again, please let me know what you think, and I'm out. Peace and love.